Bear season carries a spiritual value like no other season, and chasing the black ghost of the forest with traditional tackle is a lifelong dream. This is my journey for a longbow bear. Pretty pumped about this meal. We're having Veni steaks from our buck from last year. We're just gonna hunker down this evening and relax. We've been doing some shooting. You know what traditional? It's shoot, 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 shoot. Don't break that cycle, just keep shooting. We got everything set up, the bait's been getting hit. It's for the last day and a half it's been raining, so it's been pretty rough. But everything's looking good. They're calling for some storms tomorrow evening, and tomorrow and then the following day we can hunt, and I'm hoping they don't get too nasty, but we're going to hunker down, we're going to eat good tonight, and we're going to keep on keeping on, and tomorrow we bait and get ready for the big hunt. What I got going on here, I got the quad up on this mound and it drops straight down behind it, and what I'm doing is I'm trying to recreate my exact shot that I've got set up on my stations. The more realistic you can make your practicing, the better off you're going to be when that moment of truth happens. And we got a really nice breeze. It's keeping the bugs down, not completely down, but they're a lot better than if there was no breeze. So what we're doing is I'm shooting out of the basket of the wheeler. It's kind of hanging out over the drop off, and I got my target set up behind us about pretty close to the same distance. So we're going to practice shooting and shooting and shooting, and this is how I practice at bear camp. It's about as close as I can get to sitting in my stand. The distances are great. The steepness of the angle is about perfect. So we're gonna hop up here and we're gonna shoot. Well, this is our last big meal before the hunt tomorrow. You know, you sit here and all the anticipation, all the feelings running through you, and you can't wait to see how everything plays out. You know, we're gonna eat up and get a full belly and relax and do some thinking, and man, I can't wait. Finally in the North Country, in the big woods of northern Minnesota. It's September 1st. We're bear hunting. It's opening day. It feels so good to be on stand again. I just can't wait to see how this plays out. All the baits are getting hit. Everything is just awesome. A lot of competition this year, so we'll see how it goes. Two porcupine, one of them was a booner, and a couple screaming blue jays. Although we did not see a bear, tonight was a success. Beautiful evening to be in the woods. We're gonna get packed up and roll out of here and regroup. We live to hunt another day. Kind of a sleepless night. I'm sure you can hear it, but it's pouring rain outside and it's lightning and thundering like crazy. If you can even hear me at all, it's so noisy in here. It's gonna be a long, rough, sleepless night. What do you do? I'd say about 7 hours yesterday it rained, and the last probably 4 or 5 hours it just downpoured. We got a little spurt there where we climbed up in the stand, the radar, we drove to where we had a little service and checked the radar, and it looked like everything was going to miss us, and man, I don't know what happened, but it didn't, and we were on stand and it started downpouring, and then it started hailing. I'm scrambling, putting plastic Ziploc baggies on all the cameras, and we just sat there, and then the wind started, and it's like, we got to make a run for it. And I packed everything up the best I could, and we split out of there. And by the time we got back to the tent here in camp, man, it opened up again, and it was crazy. It kind of cleared up for the night, and then this morning we got another really, really nasty round, probably even worse than last night. I mean, the ground was white with hail. I mean, they were pretty decent size, quarter size hail, and man, it was something. I've never experienced anything like that out camping in a tent and out in the wilderness like this. It was rough, man. A lot of warnings and things like that coming on the radio. But it's I don't know, 10ish in the morning, and we just had a little breakfast, and everything's wet, man. There's puddles and pools, and I'd be really curious to see how many inches of rain they actually got. It was absolutely nuts. There's limbs down, and but I don't know, we're gonna make the best of it. They're talking a possible another round of real severe nasty stuff this afternoon, so I don't even know if we'll be able to hunt today again. So we're just gonna keep at it. We're gonna run and fuel up the truck and the wheeler and get some supplies, and I don't know, just kind of wait it out and see. I don't know if we'll be able to bait today or anything. I'm sure everything's floating, and it's quite a mess. So we're gonna tough her out in quest of our longbow bear. Peace out. this year. There's a lot of people in here. There's a lot of baits around us. And that's really keeping these bears inconsistent. Not only which bears, but what time of day they're coming in. So we're just going to hope for the best and hunker down for the rest of the day. And hopefully that bear comes in and we can zoink him. I just hit a bear with my longbow. I put a good shot on it. I didn't hear the moan. I obviously didn't get it on film. The lighting is just really rough down in here. I mean, it was out of the timber, had good light. But in here, I mean, you know, you're down half hour to 35, 40, maybe even 40 minutes of light you lose, and it's so thick in here. But we're gonna give it a little while, get packed up and get down and see if we can't find the arrow or any blood or anything. I'm a little bummed out. I didn't hear no moan or anything. We're just gonna hope for the best, get down and see what we can find. See on the ground. Alright, little update. Got down, found my arrow. Problem is I followed it for a long ways. It just kept getting thick, over a ridge, through another swamp. I'm just gonna have to wait till morning, I guess, and we're gonna have to roll in there and see what happens tomorrow in the daylight. I swear I put a great hit on it, and I don't know. It's too bad. The footage was too dark, but it's gonna be a long night. We're gonna get up right away in the morning and come back and look. It's a bummer, but it's archery. We are back at camp. We're gonna make ourselves some chili dogs and just kind of have a restless, sleepless night and wait for morning and pick back up on the trail of that bear. It's the roller coaster, the ups and downs, and just kind of free falling right now. You know, you don't know whether to be excited or extremely bummed out. You know, and then not getting it on film and trying to self-film this, and I'm not gonna make this fuzzy in flowers and rainbows, man. This is reality. This is unfortunate, but it's a part of it. It does happen, and this is my story. This is my journey for my longbow bear. I'm not going to stage things. I'm not going to make things better, seem better than they are. And this is it. This is how I feel right now. These are the emotions I'm going through. Pretty much every emotion you can think of, I've got going on right now. But this is Minnesota Outdoor Journal. This is my journal. This is my story, and this is where I'm at right now. And this is what happened. And we're gonna eat. and probably sit here and stare at the ceiling of the tent for a few hours and regroup and see how this plays out tomorrow. It's going to be a long night. Well, it's morning. It's first light. We're on our way to go look for the bear I hit last night. I'm super nervous. Don't know what to think. One thing I am happy about right now, it cooled off last night. Big time. It's a little chilly this morning, and that's perfect. Here goes nothing. Well, I'm standing here where I've completely lost all sign of the bear. He's gone out into this huge tamarack swamp. I mean, I can't go any further. It's all water and moss, and it's where they live. He can't be in too rough a shape, man. He went up ridges, down bluffs, through swamps, through this, through that, and I didn't find much blood on the ground. It was on the side of the brush. So I don't want to say good news, but he's probably gonna make it. It's every archer's nightmare. I don't know, you know, I'm standing here literally in the middle of nowhere. I have absolutely no idea where I am. If I didn't use little markers and I'm gonna have to follow the blood back, I would have absolutely no idea how to even get out of here. But I still would have put money I made a great shot on this bear, but well, we're gonna start our long trek out of here. It's gonna take me a while to get out of here, so we're gonna split and get back to the truck and bait the other baits and keep at it. It's all we can do.